Good morning, students. My today's topic is crank anatomy. Where this crank anatomy is seen, in which leaf this crank anatomy is seen? This crank anatomy is seen in C4 plants. So, first of thing, today we have to discuss two topics. First is crank anatomy and the second is hatch and slack pathway. So, the first topic which we have to demonstrate first is crank anatomy. I am going to draw the leaf of C4 plant. This is upper epidermis. This is what upper epidermis. Below this upper epidermis, many cells are found. Below this upper epidermis, many cells are found. These cells are actually palisade parenchyma. These cells are palisade parenchyma. In C4 plants, there are two types of chloroplasts are found. One is granule chloroplast. So, granule chloroplast is present. Granule chloroplast is present in palisade parenchyma. Below this palisade parenchyma, there are various spongy parenchyma is found. These are spongy parenchyma. These are basically spongy parenchyma. One thing which I have to clear here is granule chloroplast is the site of light rays. It is the site of light rays. This is actually lower epidermis. This is lower epidermis. This is guard cell. These two bean-like structures are known as guard cell. Guard cell, and this pore from where gaseous exchange, transpiration takes place, that pore is known as stomata. Now we have to come on this topic, crank anatomy. There is a circular mesophyll cell. This is a mesophyll cell. Mesophyll cell. Inside this mesophyll cell, bundle sheath cell is present. Inside this mesophyll cell, basically bundle sheath cell is present. This is actually bundle sheath cell. Bundle sheath cell. And inside this bundle sheath cell, there is a vascular bundle. Vascular bundle includes the xylem and phloem. Xylem and phloem. It is vascular bundle. Both are collectively known as vascular bundle. One more thing which I had to clear is inside this bundle sheath cell there is a chloroplast known as A granule chloroplast. This is A granule chloroplast. inside this agranule chloroplast, C3 cycle takes place. C3 cycle takes place. So, this is the anatomical structure of the leaf of C4 plant. I hope you all understood well about how the C4 leaf appears. I have already mentioned the topic cranch anatomy. Cranch means wreath-like structure. So, here we have to see the structure of C4 leaf. How it appears, how does it appear? Here the outer layer is mesophyll cell. Inside this mesophyll cell there is a bundle sheath, and inside this bundle sheath there is a cluster of vascular. So that's all for cranch anatomy, that is C4 leaf. Our today's second topic is hatch and slack pathway. How the hatch and slack pathway takes place in C4 plant. So we will start the hatch and slack pathway. First of thing, for understanding the concept of hatch and slack pathway, I am going to draw the structure of mesophyll cell and bundle sheath cell. I am going to draw the structure of mesophyll cell and the bundle sheath cell. This is cell wall, and this is plasma membrane. The semi-permeable membrane, selectively permeable membrane, the cell wall is permeable. Plasma membrane. So, what happens here? The carbon dioxide diffuses from outside. This is the mesophyll. Upper is mesophyll cell. This is mesophyll. And the lowermost is bundle sheath cell. Bundle sheath. Got it? Is there any problem? No. So, the carbon dioxide diffuses in to the mesophyll cell. What happens when carbon dioxide diffuses in? Then this carbon dioxide reacts with water in the presence of carbonic anhydrase. Carbonic anhydrase, H2CO3. This H2CO3 is carbonic acid. Acid is formed. H2CO3 is carbonic acid is formed. When this H2CO3 gets dissociated, it gives out H plus and HCO3 minus. This HCO3 minus is by carbonate ion. Got it? This HCO3 minus is bicarbonate ion. When inside this mesophyll cell, when HCO3 minus reacts with PEP. Got it? This PEP is actually phosphoenol pyruvate. This is a 3-carbon compound. This is a 3-carbon compound. I am repeating once again, this is PEP. PEP is actually phosphoenol pyruvate. Then in the presence of enzyme peptase, the full form of peptase is phosphoenol pyruvate carboxylase oxygenase. What is formed? What is formed? OAA. OAA is oxaloacetic acid. Oxaloacetic acid. Oxaloacetic acid is actually 4 carbon compound. The main thing which I have to mention here is when this oxaloacetic acid combines with amino group, then it gives rise aspartic acid. I am writing here, when OAA, that is oxaloacetic acid, combines with amino group, it gives out aspartic acid. Now this oxaloacetic acid is converted into malic acid. Malic acid is a 4 carbon compound. Got it? Malic acid is a 4 carbon compound. This structure is known as plasmodesmata. Plasmodesmata is found in plant cell, and this is a interconnection between 2 cells. From this plasmodesmata, malic acid gets transported into the bundle seed cell. When malic acid reaches here, which is a 4 carbon compound, decarboxylation of malic acid takes place. What I said, decarboxylation of malic acid takes place. Decarboxylation is actually the removal of carbon dioxide from a specific compound. From here, carbon dioxide is removed. So what happens with this carbon dioxide? This carbon dioxide goes for Calvin cycle. This carbon dioxide goes for Calvin cycle or C3 cycle. I can also write here C3 cycle. What happens in C3 cycle? By expenditure of 18 ATP, glucose is formed. By expenditure of 18 ATP, glucose is formed. By expenditure of 18 ATP, glucose is formed. So, when one carbon is excreted out in the form of carbon dioxide, then how many carbons are rest here? 3. And the 3 carbon compound is formed known as pyruvic acid. Now this pyruvic acid gets transported to mesophyll cell through this plasmodesmata. When pyruvic acid reaches here, this is a 3 carbon compound, it again regenerates. I am writing here regenerate this PEP, that is phosphoenol pyruvate. I am again repeating here, phosphoenol pyruvate. For the formation of this PEP from pyruvic acid, 2 ATPs are required. So by expenditure of 2 ATP, 2 ADP are formed and 2 inorganic phosphates are released. What is formed? What is regenerated by expenditure of 2 ATP? PEP is regenerated. Now this PEP, that is phosphoenol pyruvate, is again ready to combine with this HCO3 minus, that is bicarbonate ion, and this bicarbonate ion in the presence of enzyme peptase, again it forms oxaloacetic acid, and this cycle runs as it is. Got it? So how many times this cycle will run? 6 times this cycle will run. So how many ATPs are lost in one cycle? 2 ATPs are lost. So total 6 into 2 equal to 12 extra ATP. 12 extra ATP get lost through this C4 cycle. So total how many ATPs are reduced? How many ATPs are consumed? 18 ATP during this Calvin cycle, C3 cycle, for formation of one glucose molecule, and 12 ATP means 6 times this cycle will run, and for one time 2 ATPs are required. Then 6 into 2 is equal to 12 ATP. 12 extra ATP are required. So we successfully view the structure of Hatch and Slack pathway, and this is the structure of Cranch anatomy. I hope you understood well about the anatomy and the pathway of Hatch and Slack. Thank you very much.